Something that I need to say that a lot of people already know, and I just need to say again, is like uh, professionals, like regular professionals in whatever field, medical field, counseling, doctors, uh, whatever, they don't really get what happened to you. Um, with a narcissist, they don't really understand how much you endured and the damage that you took and everything that went into it. They don't really get the magnitude of what you went through and how extreme it was, you know what I mean? They don't really get this kind of abuse, really like it's so severe and hard impossible to even explain, that like even you want to like convince yourself that this doesn't exist and you endured it, I know I try to convince myself this didn't happen to me but uh it's a lot of it's a lot of messing with you. It's a lot of messing with you. And it's hard to grasp it, all that went down, and it I notice that when I see professionals, I kind of feel like an idiot, like if I try to explain this at all, like they'll try to like uh, treat me like it didn't happen or water it down, or you know what I mean. They don't really get how extreme it really is when you're in the war zone, when you're in the same house as one or two of these entities. It's an insane situation. Um, Very insane. Hard to explain to anybody unless you lived it. Um, but yeah, if you try to explain this like to professionals, it's just I almost want to say it's a waste of time. I almost want to say it's a waste of time to try to explain this to professionals. I almost want to just say just take the initiative and get as far away as you can and start over. Just take the initiative. Like professionals won't get this at all. So you get it. You get it. So that's what matters is you get it. In my opinion, is that's what matters is that you get it. And that's what matters. And you take the decisions based on what you saw, what you experienced. You make decisions based on what you saw, not what other people are trying to say happened or water it down. Like you know what you saw. You know what I mean? So you gotta trust yourself in that regard. Like I know what I saw. I trust myself. I don't need to explain this to any professionals to make uh, my own decisions about this. You know what I mean? And make my own escape plans. So that's all I wanted to say is like I've noticed that like it's almost like a hamster wheel trying to explain this to professionals. It's a never ending. It's almost like you're dealing with a narcissist, like, and they could be, but it's almost like you're in that cycle still with the narcissist. But you're in a cycle of trying to explain this craziness. You know what I mean. You're just in the cycle of trying to explain it. That hamster wheel. You know what I mean? You got to get out of that hamster wheel of trying to explain this, in my opinion. Just you went through some crazy shit. That's all you need to know. And make decisions based off that. It wasn't normal, and you know it wasn't normal. So make decisions based on that. Not a viewpoint of a professional. You know what I mean? Just like uh, because they're not really trained for this. insanity. They're not really trained for this warfare. Yeah, they don't have a medical school for this to train for this, type of abuse. They don't have like a 4-year medical field uh, just specifically to help people of narc abuse. They don't have those professionals. You know what I mean? So you got to keep that in mind. It's just like they're not trained for this kind of thing. They're not trained for this kind of evil. So just remember that. And yeah, I'm just like, after today, I'm kind of tired of seeing professionals and trying to explain this, or having them look at me like I'm an idiot, and I could be an idiot, but it's not totally my fault, I was around crazy people most of my life. Uh, yeah, so things were very confusing and intense for me most of my life. It was just survival. So my stupidity isn't totally my fault. Like I was born and brainwashed in a cult. So, or they tried to brainwash me. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. And uh, good luck if you find a professional that like really gets this and can like guide you through the healing. Fuck, you're lucky. But I just know that no one, I've never, I mean, my counselor said they barely go over this subject, barely, but not in like the narc abuse part, but like the existence of narcissists part. They they barely go over this in counseling. You know what I mean? It's not like a long training about it, of how to help the survivors. Anyways, that's just all I want to say for now. Just bugging me in my head today. I'm just like, no professional gets this. It's almost like I'm becoming the professional. It's becoming that. I'm becoming the professional, the expert on this. Um, kind of like others have, like Narc Survivor and Narc Poacher, that they know their stuff on this. And that's how I'm kind of feeling like I'm realizing I know more than professionals that are trained in counseling and stuff on this subject. On this subject, I know more uh, of what's going on, because I've been targeted a lot. So, anyways, that's all I want to say. Good luck out there. I know the healing path is frustrating, very frustrating. I'm just like, why can't God just heal my brain? You know what I mean? What's the deal? Why can't He just heal it and let's get on with it? But I don't know. Uh, it's just something that takes forever, especially if I was around it most of my life, which I was. Um, it's hard to rewire the brain differently, because I think more like them than I do uh, of a regular person. Like I had to think like them, the way the narcissist thinks. And I believe you have to think like them to even get away, you know, successfully. You have to know how they think. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say really. But yeah, it's frustrating and it's discouraging um, that not a lot of uh, professionals are understanding of this or even empathetic to this or anything. So it's kind of like, why do I even try to go to professionals? Why do I even try? uh, if they don't even understand any of this. I might as well just get my help from other survivors that have healed further than me. I might as well just limit it to just them for help. Seriously. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Later.